everyone, today in this video I want to talk about why you should use a verbal marker or a clicker in your training. So stay tuned. For the best dog training and product advice, be sure to hit subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every week. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Lisa. I'm a certified professional dog trainer and I have helped hundreds and hundreds of pups and their parents live more peaceful lives together. All right, so let's get into why I recommend using a clicker or a verbal marker in your training. So the cool thing is that dogs are an easy animal to train. They naturally, for the most part, are looking to us for direction. So if you've ever gotten by without using a clicker or a verbal marker in your training, then that's totally normal. But if you're trying to teach your pup more advanced cues, trying to clear up frustration in communication, both on your side and the dog side, then I really recommend using some sort of marker. So let's back up a little bit. What is marker training or clicker training? So a clicker is a device that makes this click sound, and it lets your pup know that they perform the behavior that we ask them to do. There you go, good girl. If you don't have a clicker, anything that you can do that sounds consistent can be used in replacement. So I personally use the verbal marker, yes, when I don't have my clicker with me. But of course, this word can really be anything as long as it's short and you can say it consistently. Now, the thing that I love about clickers though is that they are consistent every single time. It's a distinct sound, and no matter who in the family is training, it's going to sound the same. That being said, it is annoying to carry around. I have the fun little clicker ring. If you just have a regular clicker that you have to hold, it is annoying to carry around. You might not always have it with you. So I use both verbal marker and clicker. Now, the reason why we use a verbal marker or a clicker to speed up our training is because there's no way we're going to be able to deliver the treat at the exact moment our pup performs the behavior that we asked. And so the marker creates a bridge between when we ask for the behavior and when they perform the behavior. So for example, I ask my dog to sit, the butt touches the ground, I click or say yes, and then I reward. Touch. Good boy. The marker gives me enough time to get out the treat so that our dogs know that the reward is coming. Now, what if we didn't use a clicker or a verbal marker? We could say sit, your dog could sit, and then maybe look left. And then by the time you get out the treat, they could have popped out of the sit. So now your dog thinks, oh, okay, so sit is where I put my butt on the ground and then pop back up. Or sit is when I sit down and I look to the left. So the clicker or the verbal marker just makes it a little bit more clear what exactly we were asking for. This also helps us avoid something called superstitious behavior, which is where you get something else with the behavior you're asking for. So an example is my dog Ziggy. When I used to ask him to take a bow, he would do it, but he would also let out a little burp because he thought that that was part of the cue. And so the clicker really helped me click before he barked so that I could eventually fade that bark out and I would just get that take a bow behavior without the bark. So as you can see, using a verbal marker or a clicker can really not only speed up your training, but also help you get cleaner, more precise behavior. And as you get into more advanced impulse control, like when guests come over or trying to leave a piece of trash on the street, the clicker really does help with being precise with what they perform correctly. So all right, that's it for today, everyone. If you still have questions about how to use a clicker, how to use a verbal marker, be sure to join my Possum Parents Facebook group. It's free to join and I am in there answering your questions, and I go live every single week with a training tip, or sometimes it'll be a Q&A. I would also love to hear if you've ever even heard of clicker training, or if you currently clicker train, or maybe you got a clicker but you're not sure how to use it. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear where you're at with your clicker training. All right, thanks everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.